Hi everyone, this is Chitra, founder at Fleur, and welcome to our YouTube channel, Fleur Tutorials. Today's tutorial is an indoor look for your entranceway. This is the third episode in our festive decor DIYs, and this is made for the entranceway. So you would have already seen the stairway decor and our door look, and as soon as you open your front door, this look is supposed to invite in your family, your guests. We're using a console table that's already attached to the wall, but you could use a console table that's not attached to the wall, end table, anything that you have. Here is the final look that we're creating, and here is everything that we've used. As usual, I'm going to be referring to the video on my phone, and you can see everything that I'm seeing right over here. Let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to start with is taking our brown jute string and then wrapping it over our table. We love using this brown jute string. You'll see us using it in almost every single tutorial. It's sturdy, it's reusable, and it's very, very cheap and affordable. I'm taking the string and throwing it over to the other side of the table, and we're just securing it with a double knot. You can see that our console table or end table is actually attached to the wall, which does make this look a little bit easier. But if you don't have a setup like this, you would just need to make sure that the string is in between the front legs and the back legs, and then push the string all the way to the back. After the string is securely on, I'm just going to move the knotted part just to the bottom so it can be hidden. And then we're going to start attaching our fresh marigolds. You can create this look with either our long-lasting thorns, fresh marigolds, or any other kind of garlands or thorns that you have at home. Just keep in mind that fresh flowers are going to be a little bit heavier, so just make sure that your table, if it's not attached to the wall, can handle the weight and can balance the weight. You don't want your table to be tipping forward. Taking the marigold garlands, we're just attaching one end to the jute string that we've tied, and then letting the rest just fall on the floor. We have what I would say is an average sized console table, and we're adding 3 garlands to each side. You can add as many garlands as you want to suit your table. I would suggest adding a minimum of 2 garlands just to give it a more fuller and complete look. The excess garlands, which we have just dropped to the floor, we're just creating swirls with this. You would have seen us do a similar thing in both episode 1 and in episode 2 with the excess garland. You can obviously just chop it off and let the garlands just skim the floor, but I really like the look of having it kind of drape on the floor. So we've added 3 garlands to each side and brought it to the floor and created the swirls. Now in the middle, to fill up that section, I'm going to take more garlands. I'm using a yellow garland here and creating a U shape. In episode 1 on our door, you would have seen that we created 2 U shapes, and this is just something to mimic that. So we've created a single U shape here. If you have a longer table, you can create multiple U shapes. First, we're going in with the yellow thorns, and then we've added in the orange thorns, and then we're going to go in with some jasmine thorns. Jasmine thorns are just so lovely to add. They smell absolutely beautiful. If you are going to purchase fresh jasmine garlands, make sure you pick the ones that are scented. At the market, you're going to see 2 different varieties, and the ones that are not scented are usually a little bit older, and they'll also be a little bit cheaper. If you are tight on budget, you can pick the unscented ones. I believe in this video here, because we were a little tight on budget, we did pick the unscented ones, but the aroma and the scent that aromatic jasmine gives is unlike any other. So I do recommend, if you have a little bit more budget to move around in, to pick the scented garlands, and make sure that you request them at the market and you do take a sniff for yourself. Jasmine garlands are going to be thinner than your marigold garlands, and because we just wanted a more uniform look, we did add around 2 to 3 lines of garlands to give it the same width. Next, we're going to go in with our green pata. Again, we use this green pata on the door, and this kind of ties the look in together. To finish off the console table look, we've taken a marigold garland and just run it across the end. This is the way that we're hiding the jute string that's there. Now taking it to the bottom, you don't really have to add anything here, but we just wanted to add something a little bit extra. We have some kg jasmine flowers that we bought, and that's how you'll get them at the market. They're sold per kilo, and they're called kg or kilo flowers. And what we're doing here is just creating a half circle shape against the wall and just filling it in with jasmine buds. After the jasmine buds are on the floor and we've arranged them in a way that we like, I'm just adding in a brass uli here, which I'll later fill up with some water. And again, I'm going to add a border here of marigold flowers. This again gives a very neat and polished look to the entire look and ties both the top and the bottom together. In the urli, we're adding some water. You can also add a drop or two of bleach or some aspirin, maybe even a little bit of ethanol in this, just to purify the water. This allows your flowers to stay fresher for longer. In the next episode, which is episode 4, we're going to be creating an entire urli look, and I'll give you a couple more tips on how to maintain flowers in water then. In this urli, we're just adding some white chrysanthemums and red roses. I have the chrysanthemums forming a border on the outside and the red roses in the center. We also went ahead and added some clay Diyas with oil. You can add brass, you can use our LED technique and use LED. And at the top, I've also added some candles. You can have a murti here, you could have more flowers here, and mix and match it to what you have. And here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is one of our favorite looks that we've ever created, just because it's already using something we have at home and making it come to life. We really hope you try out this tutorial. It would make a lovely backdrop as well for a puja look, and it really looks well with episode 1 and 2. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you guys soon.